people think of quantitative easing, they tend to think of 1920s Germany, where there was a license to print money and people are pushing wheelbarrows of worthless paper just for their weekly shop, or they think about modern day Venezuela or Zimbabwe. But the very first form of quantitative easing was that of coin clipping, and many rulers would often clip gold and silver coins, smelt down and redeem the value of the shavings. And this would be a cry down of the assigned value of a specific coin. The ruler would recant promise to pay IOU at a certain rate to clear their debts. And subjects would have to come up with more money to pay their debts. From the mid-20th century onwards, because precious metal wears down easily, coins have been created with steel or copper-nickel alloy. And you can see from the illustration on the right, this is an example of an ancient coin where the edges have been trimmed off to be smelt down to create extra coins. Europe's first banknotes can be traced to 1661 with the Stockholms Banco. They began to make out credit notes in round denominations which were freely transferable and backed by the promise of future payment in precious metal. These banknotes became very popular very quickly, simply because they were much easier to carry than precious metal. A note could be sent in an envelope. Previously, the large coins had to be transported by horse and cart. The Bank of England, which was founded in 1694, was set up by William III to finance the Royal Navy for war against France. It was a privately owned bank at the time, and it lent £1.2 million, a large sum for the time, and would issue banknotes against coinage. Banknotes became the de facto currency as acceptance of payment for taxation. And this led to the gold standard era, which existed in some form or another between the 18th and early 20th centuries. A gold standard is a monetary system in which the standard economic unit of account is based on a fixed quantity of gold. You have the gold specie standard. The monetary unit is associated with the value of circulating gold coins. You also had the gold bullion standard, gold coins that do not circulate, but the authorities agree to sell gold bullion on demand at a fixed price in exchange for the circulating currency. And later on, you had the gold exchange standard. Government guarantees a fixed exchange rate to the currency of another country that uses a gold standard, which could either be specie or bullion. Okay, arguments for the gold standard have been that it kept inflation down, fixed international exchange rates and reduced uncertainty in international trade. And it was supposed to ensure governments live within their means, which meant they could not spend beyond their value of gold reserves. But the arguments against the gold standard have been that it protected savings of the wealthy, led to people hoarding money in times of crisis. It would shut down credit growth. It generated bankruptcies and led to unemployment.